So join and right here. Hey. Oh, hey. So what's up? I need you to burn down a rival business. That's all. Okay, got it. I will text you the ping where the business is at. Got it. See ya. See ya. Let's go. I'll lock my door, press play. Let's go. Put in the GPS. Yeah, buddy. Move the fuck out of my way. Push it. Just do it. Yeah, I did it. Cool. I'll send some money in the bank for you soon. The money should be there in a little while. Okay, got it. See ya. See ya. Let's head home, I guess. Head to bed, wake up in morning. Head to school, yo. Fuck. You motherfucker. Come here. You motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure you never see a light of day. Fuck you. Go to hell. Fuck. It hurts. Move. Shit. Move the fuck out of my way. Shit. Rocket. Head to bed. 5 in the morning. Let's get changed and head to school. There we are. Let's head to school. Lock my car. Have a drive for the day. Rocket. Let's go chill. Here, dog. Let's go chill here. Which was YouTube, I guess. Now, press play.
Garments that such factory workers regularly donned a century ago. The photo was published to an Irish website as part of a gallery of old photos. A woman named Linda commented on the photo, stating that one of the girls was her grandmother, Ellen Donnelly. Her father has the same photo in his home, and the family's been speculating about it for years. So what has the family so interested in this photo? If you look closely at Linda's grandmother on the far right, there's no one on her left who the hand could belong to, and all of the other girls have their arms tightly crossed. The fingers on the hand seem to be digging into the woman's shoulder, so she certainly would have noticed if it had have been a human hand. Some believe the hand is a trick of the light or something amiss in the way the woman's dress is lying. However, others are convinced that this is evidence of a century-old ghost. An Irish mum named Jerry Moran decided to enjoy a sunny day by taking her 2 children for a walk near an old out-of-service train track in Derry. During the walk, she snapped a cute photo of her daughter waving to the camera, while her other child heads into a darker wooded area. No one noticed anything amiss, and the family had a nice time on their hike. However, when they returned home and Jerry looked at the photo, she was shocked by something eerie. Just beyond her son, you can see what appears at first to be a grey blur. On closer inspection, the blur takes the form of a man walking past the tree. He appears to be wearing the uniform of a soldier and looks straight into the camera at the moment the picture was taken. According to a local historian, the area where the photo was taken was full of British soldiers during World War I because of its proximity to the country's border. In fact, a famous soldier and poet, Francis Ledwig, frequented the area during the war, writing many poems about its beauty. He was an officer, so perhaps he returned after death to the place he loved during life. Regardless of who the soldier was, this Irish mum might hesitate before taking her children for more walks along the abandoned railway. Laura Clark of Belfast is no stranger to bizarre ghost sightings. Ever since her father Terry passed away shortly before the birth of her youngest son, strange things have been happening in her mother's house. The family regularly spots strange shadows and inexplicable reflections in the house. In addition, numerous children who live in or visit the house regularly talk about a man in the attic that no one seems to be able to explain. To make matters even more frightening, Laura's sister used to talk about the same man in the attic when she was young, but has never mentioned it to the children. Recently, Laura's mum hosted a Day of the Dead party so the family could gather to remember their lost loved ones, including Terry. They took numerous photos while the family was gathered to commemorate the event. The party went on without a hitch. However, when they reviewed the photos later, they noticed something eerie. In one photo, Laura is holding her young son. The photo caught her eye because there's an eerie third arm in the shot, and her son seems to have 3 legs. All of the limbs are clearly in focus, much to the chagrin of naysayers who believe that the bizarre effect was captured because Laura and her son moved when the photo was taken. Plus, Laura states that her son was talking about his grandfather when they took the photo. Could this photo be evidence that Terry was in fact with them on this day, the Day of the Dead? While home alone in her Cork residence, Ashley Murphy was terrified to be at the centre of numerous eerie events. However, not all of the tens of thousands of viewers who have watched this video believe her claim.
When we have a look in the mirror, what do you guys think of this hitman outfit? Usually, if I was going for a hitman look, I'd go for an all-black outfit. I don't know, I feel like this brown one is looking a little bit nicer. Of course, we've got the red tie as well. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Oh yeah, check this out. And the vehicle of choice today is the Tesla ATV. And by the way, the server that we're playing on right now, the sniper you see me holding in my hands, if you're a regular player, you don't have access to this. The owner of the server actually hooked me up with like a cool sniper pack, which allows me to use it, which is pretty cool. The one thing that shocked me is the amount of different customizations you can do. Look, down here you've even got different types of rounds. Full metal jacket rounds, explosive rounds, armor piercing rounds. And if you pay attention, you'll see the bottom of my mag changing colour. The one thing about this sniper that caught my eye is the night vision scope here. And then, I don't know, let's say we put on full metal jacket rounds. This thing is now a beast that can kill anyone. Even at night time. You don't want to use the night vision in the day though, because, yeah, you can barely see anything. We're about to go on the VPN and advertise our hitman services. But before I'd done that, I needed a location for people to pull up. Need someone taken care of anonymously? Look no further. Professional and discreet hitman Kurt at your service. Pull up to 8249 in the car park to discuss. You know what, because we don't know who's coming here, I better keep my helmet on. For all we know, there could be undercover cops on the VPN. I've never used it before, so I don't know. Yo, bro, are you here what I think you're here for?
Yep.
Alright, so what can I help you with, man?
Okay, so there's 2 people. One of them is a cop.
Okay, got that
5
down.
Sierra 59. His name is Dylan D.
Got that noted.
If you do manage to get a hold of him, tell him it's just a little surprise from Jake. Now here's the important part. I need him alive.
You need him alive?
Yes. So I know this isn't exactly what's in your job description, but you know.
I mean, if I'm getting paid, I can do what I can do, you know?
Yeah, I'll pay big money.
Dylan D, you need him brought to you alive. Is there a location?
So he's on duty as a cop. So that means he's all around.
So you want me to play a game of cat and mouse, do you?
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
That's gonna add a little bit to the price, bruh.
That's okay. I've got 5 million on me. Well, not on me, in my car. And I'm willing
Just to be Edgar's, yeah. As you guys heard, our client doesn't want him dead, but he wants him alive. So all we've got to do is hold him up and stuff him in a car. Pulling up to the PD right now. I'm gonna just park in the front here. I've got my helmet on. I look like a normal civilian. Right, my identity is not revealed, but we're gonna go in there and see if I can find a Dylan D. This is gonna be pretty tricky because I don't know how I'm gonna get a cop in a car. That just reminded me that I need to get a different vehicle. Hello, sir. How's it going? I'm currently looking for someone right now.
What's your name, sir?
What's my name?
Yeah.
My name is Curtis Jackson.
Who do you need to talk to?
So I'm pretty sure he's one of your colleagues, but I'm looking for a Dylan D. He's checking his iPad for me right now. I've got my helmet on. We are undercover, okay? That's weird. I've spoke to the SWAT member there, and he's telling me there's no Dylan D in the LSPD. So I don't know if I'm being lied to, but I feel like I am. Okay, hold on. I need to investigate what's going down here.
Oh, hello. You're not who I was expecting to show up.
So yeah. You led me around in a circle, man.
Shit, you didn't find them.
Nope, I pulled up there and they said they've never heard of a Dylan D. So you lied to me? You know what happens when you lied to a hitman, right?
Alright, have a nice day, you know. I hope you enjoy your life.
Hey, where you going, boy? Where you going?
I'm just sitting in my car for my own safety.
Is he above us? I hope not. He's just gonna see a guy running with a sniper. Okay, let me go around here and set up on top of the mountain. That's if I don't fall down. Alright, 1086 is down there behind me. This is like the perfect location. I don't see him though. Ooh, I hear the car pulling up. Hold up a second. I think I might need to take night vision off of here. Let me take my helmet off as well. Oh no, he's pulling up here. I don't think he can see me here. I should be able to see them. Ooh, perfect. Here goes. I think he's dead. Okay, let me get behind the tree. Is he dead? Let me get another good look. Okay, I think he is. Perfect. Right, let's move over there. Put my hat back on. Perfect. That was a one-shot kill, baby. Hello, Jake.
Thank you. That was very, very good.
You're welcome. One shot, one kill.
Yes, sir.
So what are you going to do with him now?
I'm sorry.
Just reveal. Look, I appreciate it, but man, you got a lampshade on your head upside down, man.
So, payment. Yeah. About that. It's $3 million in cash, and then, yeah.
Yeah. You're just gonna get in your car and drive away?
Yeah, it's, so, wait, hold on. I'm just getting a better position, if you know what I mean. It's,
I might be driving away.
$3 million in, Monopoly notes, so have a nice day.
In Monopoly notes? Bruh. Okay, well, I just murdered a person, and apparently we have $3 million worth of Monopoly notes. I think I've been scammed. So, I've changed to a different location now. I put out an ad, and someone showed up here. He said he wants me to kill a cop, so I'm gonna investigate. Alright, man. So, what's the name?
The name is David M.
David M, okay. And do you know what he looks like?
Nope.
Is there any reason why you want him killed?
Put my friend away.
Put your friend away, okay. Do you have any clues as to where he is, or?
I think he's an LSPD officer.
Right, apparently if I go beyond this little gate here, I'm trespassing. I'm allowed to be here, I'm not allowed to be over the line. I don't appreciate you following me around. What you trying to do? You trying to detain me?
No.
You go and get a hair transplant. That's what you need to do.
I look good in the hair, though.
You do, I'm not gonna lie. Come here, let me kiss you.
No.
Oh, I don't know who these guys are, but they pulled up here with guns out, and they are surrounding the cops now. I think David M could be getting killed by someone else here. They've just shoved the cop in the minivan and are driving away now. Oh my god, what are they doing? They just drove through the fence here. David, is that you?
No, this is not David.
Look,
Sir,
I need
stop
to speak to
trespassing.
that guy just came in. Where David M is, I'm running out of here. I need to take this into my own hands. You trying to swing for me, bro? What you doing, bro?
Want to get shot?
Do I want to get shot? I think you're speaking to the wrong person, my friend. Let me take you around the corner here then. Now he's running away. You're trying to say I'm gonna get shot, bro? Keep it pushing, around the corner right now. Chuck a left right now. Down here. Alright, keep it still. Hey, stop moving. Last warning. Right, he's not listening to me. Oh, I just took his lung out there. What did I say, man? I told you to stop. You didn't want to listen to me. Okay, I killed that guy pretty close to the PD. We need to get moving.
So, did you get the shake?
The shake?
Shake your booty.
Shake your booty. Where's he going? Oh my god. He just ran up to me to say that. Right, I've been here for a while now, and I can't seem to locate the David M. So, because I don't have anyone to shoot, I'm going to take my anger out on something else instead. Get onto the rooftop here with my sniper. Wait, this is the wrong rooftop. We need to get on top of this one here. Is there even a way we can get up here? I don't care what building it's on, I just need to have a view of that vehicle over there. Ooh, hold up, we've got a ladder here. If I climb up here, we should have somewhat of a view. Oh my god, this night vision is bad in the day. Like, if I aim down here, I actually have less vision than I do without the scope. It's weird because there's a zoom scope, then there's an advanced one. I don't know which one is better. This is meant to be the zoom scope. Then the advanced one, I think, could go even further in. Yeah, I don't know. They seem pretty similar. Ooh, hold up. Let me put explosive rounds on. There we go. We got the yellow mag now. Alright, let's go. I've had people telling me that this is David's car right here. So I don't know how many times I've got to shoot it. But this is meant to be explosive ammo. Oh, there we go. I did not take many shots at all. David, your car is no more.
Corinne and Roxane started their online business for free with GoDaddy's website builder. Corinne and Roxane started their online business for free with GoDaddy's website builder. So go for it with GoDaddy.
At this point, it's just a must. I have to. Ooh. I just hit him in his spine. I'm so evil. So, I've just been at Cayo Perico Island for a few hours now. You know, just making some totally legal product. I then paid $6,000 for a private flight back to the city. And if you look in my inventory, we have 130 H needles that we need to sell right now. These needles, if I remember correctly, they can sell for up to 750. But real quick, I gotta show you something. So my housemate was at the Cayo Perico Island with me. I could only bear it for about 2 hours because he's literally clicking a few buttons over and over again. And then
Some new information about Stranger Things Season 4. It's been 3 years since Season 3
So
came out.
Jordan.
3 years. After my excitement died down and I was able to breathe properly again, I went ahead and took a closer look at the posters they just released, and I found a lot of hidden details that I didn't see the first time I looked at them. There's just so many little things happening in the background, and a lot of things you can't see unless you brighten up the image. And I want to show you these things because it's been way too long since we've gotten any new content, and there's a lot of Easter eggs here referencing older seasons that are really cool. Along with the poster, we also finally got a release date. We also got a personal letter from the Duffer Brothers going over their plan for the future and end of Stranger Things as it comes to a close. Definitely check out the last video I posted. I go over all of that in detail. I'm just so happy that the Duffer Brothers will be able to tell the entire story on their own time. More often than not, amazing shows might not bring in as big of an audience as they need, or get canceled by a studio, or something where they have to rush the story and tell it in a shorter time frame, and it just ruins the final season. So I'm really happy that they get to dictate their terms and tell the story in the amount of time they need to tell it. I'm really hoping that Season 5 doesn't take too long. If it takes another 3 years, it'll be 2025 before we get it. And if it does take that long, I can only hope that they'll do the same thing they're doing with Season 4 and make it twice as long, so it's at least 15 hours long. But
Yeah.
the biggest and coolest thing I want to talk about is these posters. These are just so freaking cool. And by the way, I edited them for myself so I could use them as wallpapers, but I figured if you guys like Stranger Things, maybe you'll enjoy them too. I took all the text off and posted the 4K versions on my Twitter so you can use them as a screensaver for your phone wallpaper. Head over to Twitter at @It'sMichaelJ and let me know which one is your favorite that you're going to use for your screensaver. Personally, I think my favorite is number 2, the lab. I am so excited for the massacre at Hawkins. I feel like it's going to be an insane episode. But before we get into the video, just a friendly reminder, if you enjoy Stranger Things and you like the video, please don't forget to go down and subscribe. It really helps me out and supports the channel so I can keep making fun videos like this. I'm going to be making more each week on all your favorite movies and TV shows. We also have a Discord for all of the fans to talk with each other and meet new friends. I'll leave it in the comments, but if you could subscribe, that would mean a lot. Okay, thanks. Now, let's jump right into the video because there's a lot of cool things I want to talk about. Starting off with the first poster representing the first teaser we got for Hopper in Russia. I absolutely love this teaser. I'm so happy they released it so far ahead of the other teasers to just give us a little hope and something to look forward to before they took their 1.5-year long hiatus. It's been so long since we've gotten any new content. I'm just so happy we finally have a little bit of communication and some new posters to appreciate. The biggest thing here is we finally get to see Joyce, Hopper, and Murray all reunited and in Russia. Surprisingly, the kids are nowhere to be found. I don't think the kids will have time with everything else they have going on this season to fly to Russia with Joyce and Murray. Originally, I was expecting all the kids to hop on a plane and fly to Russia and save him from the Demogorgon. Could you imagine 11 running down the hallways of a Russian prison, force throwing the guards through the walls and fighting Demogorgons? I feel like that would just be so sick, but it does look like they'll have their hands full with all the other storylines this season. I am curious how they're going to get to Russia. It looks like Hopper will send a message in a Matryoshka doll to Joyce that we saw her open up in the trailer. One of the most shocking things that we see in this poster is the dead Demogorgon in the snow. I'm so curious if the Russians had just the one white Demogorgon that we saw in the post-credit scene from Season 3. It almost seemed like it was a special Demogorgon that we hadn't seen before that the Russians captured, or it was bred in the snow and it developed a white camouflage in this environment. But honestly, they could have a bunch of Demogorgons. If it was just one special one, I feel like it would be way too big of a spoiler to already show the enemy dead in the snow before we even see the boss battle. Also, if you zoom in and look closely, it almost looks like there's melee weapons surrounding the Demogorgon. It almost looks like a spear and possibly a sword. You can definitely see a crossguard here and a ball at the end of the handle which resembles a sword. I wonder if we're going to see Hopper using swords and spears to fight Demogorgons. Can you imagine just full Sparta mode? Maybe the Russians are forcing the prisoners to fight the monsters in some sort of gladiator type pit? That would be insane. I mean, maybe they're just using the prisoners as cannon fodder and just feeding them to the Demogorgons like we saw in the post-credit scene. Maybe they're giving them swords and throwing them into the portal into the Upside Down to lure out the monsters and capture them so the Russians can weaponize them. If you remember, we got a split second, and by that I mean a literal split second, of a teaser of Hopper after he escapes the prison in a cool jacket wielding a flamethrower. Originally, I thought this is how he would kill the Demogorgon. You can look on the right side of the picture and see the fuel pack as well as the flamethrower laying in the snow off to the side. Behind it looks like some sort of gate that's been disfigured laying on the ground, and behind it we can actually see one of the gates still on the hinges on the right side of the wall. Definitely looks like a doorway with some steps leading down from it, and there's also another gate on the ground behind it that's been disfigured as well, almost as if a Demogorgon has ripped through it trying to eat Hopper. You can see some gates on the other side as well. I'm sure that this is what those used to look like, and maybe as Hopper was running from the Demogorgon, he locked it inside the gate and it eventually just ripped apart the doors to keep chasing Hop. We can also see quite a few blood splatters all around this courtyard, and if you brighten up the image and look at the back wall, you can see a massive mark on the wall as well. It almost seems as if there was a bunch of Russian guards in this courtyard and the Demogorgon got out and ran around eating and killing everyone. The only thing is there's no bodies. Maybe Hopper managed to trap the Demogorgon in this courtyard and he ended up eating all the guards or something. And then here we get a really close look at one of the portals that just erupted out of the ground. If you remember, the Russians have been trying to figure out a way to open their own portal and were struggling with doing it in Russia, so that's why they moved to Hawkins to open a portal. And when they eventually did open a portal, Hopper and Joyce shut it down before it could be even open that long. I'm curious if this portal in the ground was opened on purpose by the Russians. I mean, it doesn't look like this was the intended place to open a portal. Last season we saw them working in underground bunkers. This portal is just in the middle of a courtyard, as if the Mind Flayer opened up a portal from the Upside Down into our world. And if it wasn't the Mind Flayer, the only person who would be able or capable to open a portal might be 11 to reunite everyone. It's kind of funny how each season they keep getting split up, like the characters can't stay together to save their lives, literally. But just like in all the other seasons, at the very end, everyone is going to come together to defeat the big threat, and in this case, it looks like they'll be coming together through portals that we see in each of the posters. Just a friendly reminder, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. As we get closer to the release date, we should be getting some more trailers that I will 100% be doing videos on, as well as theory videos and possibly some book breakdowns that might relate to Season 4, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. Now, this poster, like I said, might be one of the most exciting parts of the show. I'm looking forward to this so much. I can't wait to see all the other test subjects as children, I can't wait to see all the other powers, and I can't wait to see the massive breakout where they overthrow the bad guys and escape. I really hope that we get to see pre-Season 1 11 go right up to the point where we saw her in Season 1 for the first time. I don't know why, just everything around this place, Hawkins Lab, is so creepy. We actually see a present-day 11 returning to a physical location, which honestly I did not expect. I thought we were only going to get flashbacks, but as you can see, she is wearing the exact same clothes that we saw her wear in the trailer, as well as the same clothes in that final shot with the big explosions, confirming that is 11 with her powers back, assuming that she made the explosion, and somehow they shaved her head. It could be that her hair's tucked inside her shirt, but I think they might have shaved her head in this season. I think it's going to be really cool to see her revisit this, especially since it looks like she'll be haunted by her past self as she's revisiting it. Off to the right, we can see a broken mirror with a younger 11 staring back at her, haunting her present-day self. We can also see broken glass and papers scattered everywhere, blood on the walls. You can definitely see remnants from when the breakout happened. If you look at the bottom left, we can also see a crushed Coca-Cola can, which, if you remember, is what they originally used to train 11 to grow her powers. A soda can was just light enough to start training on, so they would monitor her brainwaves as they prompted her to squish soda cans. No doubt, this is probably one of the ones she originally trained on when she was younger. Another interesting thing we see, if you remember from the Hawkins Lab trailer, we got to look at all the doors that the children were in along with the number plates, and in the bottom right, you can see is 11's very own number plate line on the ground. Next to it is a stethoscope, just an accessory to a scientist, nothing crazy. The papers on the ground don't look like anything too important or specific, maybe some test results as well as an evaluation. One of the more difficult things to spot in this poster is next to the broken mirror with 11 in it, you can actually see another number plate lying on the ground, which looks like a 01. Number 1 is the first test subject. 1 is supposed to be one of the major antagonists of the series, so it's cool to see that there's a little Easter egg here next to Young 11. At the end of the hallway, we can see a similar portal to the one that appears on the ground in Russia in front of Hopper. I wouldn't be surprised if the Upside Down is coming to them this time. Past the portal, we can see the infamous rainbow room at the end of the hallway. Something interesting about all of these struggle marks in the room is that while some of the marks look like they were from attacks outward, it also looks like there was attacks inward. This blood splatter on the left looks like one of the children attacked a guard that was coming into the room and exerted some kind of force on him, pushing him out of the room, while in the bottom right-hand corner, it almost looks like someone who was wounded was dragged inside of a room, maybe to hide from something, or someone, whoever the threat was. There's also a good body-sized hole in the tile wall, no doubt from one of the guards that a kid slammed into the wall. And also, I didn't realize this until just now, but weirdly enough, there's a hole in the ceiling with blood dripping out down the wall. No idea how that could have happened. I don't know if a bad guy was in the ceiling crawling through, or maybe a child threw a bad guy up into the ceiling. No idea. Looks like quite the story to be told here though. Moving on to the third poster, we get a look at one of the scariest parts of this show I think we're going to get this season. This poster is super intriguing. It's really cool to see the kids working together. On the top left, we have Nancy, of course, leading the gang, and next to her is Robin, which I think is going to be really cool to see these two interact and bond this season. And then behind them, we have Steve and Dustin, thank goodness, I love that duo, as well as Erica, which is an amazing addition to the gang. Behind them is Max and Lucas in a very similar position to what we saw Eleven and Mike in for the Season 3 poster, kind of looking back at the viewer or at each other a little bit. Max is rocking the headphones, Evan and Mike in for the Season 3 poster, kind of looking back at the viewer or at each other a little bit. Max is rocking the headphones, and it definitely looks like another portal has opened up right in front of the grandfather clock. From the trailers, we've learned that the grandfather clock is the key to everything. Somehow, the Upside Down or Vecna will be attached or using this clock as a door into this world. Off to the right, we can see a wheelchair that we can assume Victor Creel used later in his life. If you remember, you could also see this in the attic in the trailer as well. And I know this isn't him, but it just caught my eye when I was looking at everything. If you look in the window on the far back right, it almost looks like there's someone standing outside of it, like a cartoon side profile, just someone waiting outside the window. I think it's just supposed to be some broken glass, but honestly it looks kind of sus if you ask me. To the left of the wheelchair, it looks as if there's some kind of miniature house or cage sitting on one of the crates. Not too sure what this is, but if you look behind the grandfather clock, there's also something similar which looks like a dollhouse that maybe Creel's daughter once played with.
Let's pause it. Head to the cafeteria and get something to eat. You know, why not? Press play.
There was a variety of dolls on the steps that she
Papa Jordan
now played with, and even in the trailers behind the grandfather clock, we could see a full dollhouse on the back left covered in vines. There's also a chest on the right side and maybe a suitcase that we saw them move into the